This is Miguel. He's actually a character in the show, The Little Walker, but he's also the coach for this amazing team. So when the artistic director said we can do something live, maybe 2 days later, someone from this team mentioned they were doing these amazing feats. So because of that, we said, okay, we have to jump on it. So the amazing thing about this team, it keeps getting younger and younger. I think that's why they're so bold. But I'll let them introduce themselves, and if you feel like you need a spelling, feel free to ask, and we'll go from there.
So we'll start from here. Just your name and a little bit of
My name is Ivo. I'm from Brazil. I'm 27 years old. Been here for 5 years, and I love it.
Hi, I'm Zane. I'm from the U.S., from New York, and I've been here about 5.5 years.
Hi, I'm Victoria. I'm from Guatemala, 20 years old, and been doing this for 10 years.
Hi, my name is Sandro. I'm born in Peru. I grew up here in Texas, and I've been working here in Nouba for 11 years.
Well, this is Lucian Basamufo. He's from Brazil as well, and he's the shy one of the group, as you can see. He's the shy one. So, ¿cuántos años llevas volando?
¿Volando? No sé.
¿Cómo cuántos?
Yo creo que como unos 7, no, 5.
He's been flying for about 7 years.
Not me. My name is Renato Fernandez. I'm from Brazil as well. I've been in La Nouba for about 4 years. I've been doing trapeze my whole life, as my dad was a trapeze artist when I was born. And I love it. This is all I know.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Gonzalez, de Chile.
Yeah! He's the one who doesn't speak English, but he's not the shy one of the show.
I'll translate for that. He said that he's started his generations, his family have a circus in Chile, and so he started as a clown and started doing trapeze since he was like 7 years old. Victor?
My name is Victor Buryak. I came from Russia. Before I did outdoor sport, now I'm a circus performer as 16 years already. I came here in 1999 and I like what I'm doing now, the best what I can do.
I am Justin Chodkowski. I'm the Floridian of the troupe here, originally from West Palm Beach. I've been doing trapeze for 20 years now, and I've been in circus probably about 25. Been here just a little bit over a year and a half at La Nouba here catching with all these guys, and loving what we're doing, and excited to have you all here and show you what we got.
Great, so feel free, the floor is open.
So who would be the best person to talk about the two specific tricks that are going to be on Thursday's show?
Miguel here.
So we have like a pretty talented team, and we're having a lot of fun right now. Everybody, these two young ladies are doing triple somersault, which is rare. They do also double A. My friend right here, Sandro, he's been flying for a long time. He did 3.5, which is also very rare. So that's normally the traditional trick is the triple somersault. So he's working at 3.5. My friend Juninho here, he's also one of the few people who have caught the quadruple somersault, which is what they were trying right now as well. Jonathan, he's the one that is doing the quadruple somersault as well. And Renato Fernandez here from Brazil, he's probably the only one that has done a double-double to the legs, which is 2 somersaults in a layout position with 2 twists, and not just to the hands, but to the legs. So right now we're having a good time. Everybody's pretty excited, and it's nice. I've been around trapeze for a long time, and so whenever you can get a group of people with such talent together and just come and, as you saw in the trainings, and just motivate each other, and it definitely makes our job a lot more fun, and it's a lot more exciting. And so for the show on Thursday, we're going to do triple. We're going to start with triple, and then we're going to start with double and a half, which is the rare trick, and also the quadruple somersault. And hopefully everything can come together, and it will be something very special for everybody to be a part of.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Mexico.
Ya, tenía que haber un mejor. El mejor. Gracias.
Gracias. Yes.
Is it harder to catch somebody or to fly?
Justin actually did both, so
Yeah.
maybe he can give your.
I started out as a flyer, like all these guys here. I flew for a little bit over 10 years and caught double, and triple. I had a really good catcher, which I learned with that family. And then I took time off there, and then I became a catcher about a little over 6 years ago now. They say that the best of good catchers all start out as flyers because they can see the tricks a lot better. So, with that being said, I like catching a lot better than flying. It's a little bit less stressful. They have to put their tricks or try to put them the best that they can so we can catch them. So yeah, I like catching a lot better.
Yes.
Can you walk us through the training process that y'all go through on a daily basis?
Well, yeah. Right now, for example, we have we have 2 catchers, and so then we have all these flyers, and so we go through a rotation. So we normally rotate we start with the rotation on Friday, and then the same group of flyers will fly for the same catcher, and it'll fly Friday, Saturday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we switch again the rotation of different flyers. Just that way everybody kind of has the opportunity to stay fresh, stay active, and stay motivated. And so generally depending on who's flying, like for example today Sandro will fly, he'll do the first solo, and then Renato. Then we'll focus on try to get them ready for the show, and then everybody has something that they're working with. Like I mentioned, the girls are working at double A's and triples. Janina's working on his quadruple. He's working on his 3.5. Lucian's working on just pretty much staying consistent with the 2 tricks that he's throwing in the show, because he throws 2 tricks. And so just pretty much kind of try to balance it out between all the flyers and the catchers as well. Yes.
So there was a point where a lot of noise was made. Have you done the trick yet and caught that you're attempting to do? And did you do it here today, or have you done it yet?
Well, we made a lot of noise when my friend caught his double and a halves, because none of us had ever seen it before, and so he was obviously excited. So he made a lot of noise when he came back. So yeah, we do things that's the exciting thing, because we as a group, you see what the hard work and what each person's trying to achieve and trying to accomplish. So when someone is successful doing that, we all kind of woo, woo, woo. So you heard a little bit of all that hooting and hollering and stuff. So that's the excitement that we have for one another.
Is she talking about when our friend Jonathan went into the apron over there? I think that's the part.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was some extra excitement.
Yeah.
That's extra excitement because originally once you make it past, that was very rare that you saw. Once you make it past the center, the chances of you actually making it back are greater, and so none of us were really expecting him to go flying like he did, and that's actually something very rare.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting, so.
For us, but I don't think for him, because he's really pretty high.
Yes.
Yes.
I can imagine that it's really a bonding experience working together. So, do you socialize a lot outside of the performance as well?
Very much.
It was actually Victoria's 20th birthday on Sunday, so we had a little get together. But we try to every now and then, and there's a lot of people here in the show, and there's also always something going on, but everybody else has their routines or their lives, or some people have families, and so it depends on what time of season or what's kind of happening. Yes.
So I heard that some of you are coming from families where this is your heritage, but is everybody from a family how do you get into this line of work?
I was
Okay.
Well, I'm third generation flying trapeze. So my uncles taught me how to do trapeze, and I used to go play around in the backyard. We used to have the rigging, trapeze rigging, and we used to go and play around. That's our playground. When I got serious around 16, 15, I got serious practicing. My uncle said, "Okay, I think you're ready for doing shows." I was like, "Okay, is that gonna get paid?" So yeah, I do it. So that's how I started third generation flying trapeze. So.
And it's actually, trapeze it's a very traditional circus act, like high wire and the will of death. So, like for example, for Cirque Du Soleil and Nouba, and it's considered like a specialty act. Whereas Power Track or some of the other ones, there's a wider base of like backgrounds, which gymnastics, tumbling, and stuff. But since trapeze is more of a traditional circus act, all of us, with the exception and rareness of Zane and Victor and Justin, well, you kind of fall somewhere in the...
Yeah.
But everybody, like I'm fifth generation, he's third generation.
I'm third, but I'm the first trapeze flyer in my family.
I'm also sixth generation, but we're the first trapeze flyer.
The sixth generation? Wow.
Yeah.
And Zane, how did you?
I actually started trapeze at a summer camp that had a circus program, and then I came through kind of trapeze schools. There's some acrobatic and trapeze schools coming up all around the U.S. But like Miguel said, you really need to. It's a very traditional circus art, so you really need some circus exposure I feel like, to really get into it. So I got a couple gigs in more traditional circus, and I was fortunate enough to work with some trapeze families. So I had the training from the trapeze schools, and then once I got to work in traditional circus with the families is when I started really performing and understanding what it is to train for shows every day instead of just training at a school and doing little or different kinds of shows. So I needed both to get to this point for sure.
So the triple is 3 rotations to the hands of the catcher, right? What Renato will do is normally what we have is a solo trick, which is double A, so it's 2 rotations in a straight position to the hands of the catcher. So what he's going to do is he's going to do those 2 rotations plus add 2 twists to those 2 rotations, and instead of going to the hands, he's going to go to the legs. And then the quadruple is right now like what the triple used to be in the 1930s, 40s, 50s. You know, it's like for someone to come into a circus or to a show and to actually just see someone attempt it, it's very rare. And at the moment, just these 2 guys are really attempting it to try and catch it. He actually caught it in the show before. So till this day, there's only a handful of people who have actually been able to successfully do that trick in the show.
From the triple to the quadruple, just one more somersault. But the somersault is so hard. It's so hard to do it. It seems like normal, just one more somersault, but it's so hard. It is really hard. It's hard.
It's hard emotionally and it's hard for the body. There's a lot of emotions in there. And when you're not doing good, your emotions don't trust, and that's what we're here to support him, to say, you got it, man, you're almost there. One more, and that's what he goes to try again. That's what everybody's allowed to, help each other and motivate each other, because if we don't do that, we go and suffer inside. This is so much passion that we put in the training that comes to kill us.
And actually, like for me, one of the things that I love the most about trapeze is that it's very physical, of course, as you guys can see, but as he mentioned, it's also very like emotionally hard, because you have your fear to overcome, you have your, just a lot of things that you have to manage. And psychologically, trapeze you always have to be there, you always have to keep yourself motivated, and you always have to keep yourself fresh.